Okay, so, I know that I've been posting a lot of videos regarding the music freaks lately, and I'm sorry, but it's because I have, like, no other ideas on what to post, and, the music freaks has a lot of content, so I'm going to tell you all of my headcanons and possible theories for the music freaks because of why not. Also, completely unrelated, what do you guys think of my new VTube avatar? I personally think it's really cute. It was drawn by my friend. Shout out to you, Zyri. He is awesome. This actually was an emote for my Discord server, which you guys should totally join, by the way. Not trying to self-promote. But yeah, I thought it was really cute, and I turned myself into a PNG tuber. Ew, why did the voice changer sound like that? It was like, Anyways, sorry if the lip sync is off from the audio. It's because the website I use is like really finicky, so ignore that. This is just kind of like a test drive to see how I like it. Anyways, I already said this, but I'm gonna say it again in case you forgot, because I keep on rambling. This video is going to be me talking about all of the headcanons I have, and be warned, I have a lot. So this video is probably gonna be really long. So, I will be including timestamps in the description so you can skip around and click on whatever you're interested in. So without further ado, The Music Freaks headcanons. Alright, so I'm going to start off with Millie, because I relate to Millie in a bunch of different ways. Anyways, Millie, it's your time to shine. By the way, I have like the worst memory possible, so I'm just basically reading from the headcanons chat in Rosie Closey's Discord server. So feel free to read along with me. Alright, so I feel like Millie has some sort of learning disorder like dyslexia, because it was confirmed that she struggles with math.
Thank God the day is over!
Math was a drag, huh?
I don't really need to go into much detail with that one. Okay, so that brings us to headcanon number 2 about Millie. I feel like she has autism. And the main reason I feel like she has autism is because she's unaware of how loud she can be. And, in episode 3 of season 1, we saw how aggressive she got because nobody was listening to her. Well, that's how she felt, at least. So I feel like, that was her having a mental breakdown and resorting to physical violence because she just didn't know how to handle her emotions, which is usually, a common symptom of... Symptom? Is that the right word? I don't know. I'm too lazy to edit this out. Future editor me, if you can put the word that I was actually trying to say, that would be very helpful. Okay, so this one isn't anything too fancy. I feel like Millie has really strict parents because, you'll notice that Millie gets excited and sidetracked very easily. And I'm assuming this is because Millie's not usually let out of the house other than for school purposes. So I'm assuming, Millie said that she was doing band practice during the mall episode, which is why she was able to tag along. And the clips that I'm about to put on screen right now, you can see how excited she gets. Alright, so moving on to Grape Lord himself, the one and only Xander. Alright, so this one's pretty basic. I'm not even going to lie to you. But I feel like Xander absolutely hates being called Alex or Alexander. He hates it. And maybe it's because of his dad. Who knows why? But I just feel like he hates it, and that's why he goes by Xander. Okay, so like, this one's a bit of a long one, so bear with me. But a lot of people think that Xander is introverted, but I don't think Xander's introverted. I think he's just afraid. Because there's been multiple occasions where Xander has displayed trust issues towards Jake, and honestly, 99% of the time, Jake honestly deserves it. But, like that other percentage of time is just Xander worrying, and I'm assuming it's because of what happened between his parents. I'm just gonna leave you with this short clip of Xander panicking.
Oh my god, my nightmares are coming true. I knew this would happen. I told you he can't be trusted.
Now, obviously, these are headcanons, which means they're not official and they're not true. But if this does end up being true, this could also contribute to why it took Xander so long to confess his feelings to Luke. Alright, so before you guys write any comments saying, none of the characters have confirmed middle names. Yeah, I know, and I know this is random, but I don't know. I just feel like Shannon, Xander's mom, would have done something like that. I mean, it could be possible that Shannon assumed that she found the one. And, you know, when they found out about Xander, they were like, let's give him your name as his middle name. And I don't know why, Alexander just sounds like a royal British family name. And I just feel like his middle name would be Philip, and I don't know, I feel like that would be his dad's name. And I'm not talking about Michael, that's Haley's dad. I'm talking about his bio dad. And again, before any of you leave any comments saying, Xander's dad doesn't have a confirmed name. Again, I know, it's a headcanon, and I'll get into that later in the video. I actually made headcanons for names for all of the parents, aside from Shannon and Michael, who already have names. Alright, next. Alright, moving on to our beloved DJ, Sean. Alright, so I feel like Sean is the dad friend for multiple reasons. One, because he's the oldest. And I also think that he's the dad friend because at home he probably had a lot of responsibilities. For example, taking care of a younger sibling. And maybe that just carried over to the music club and he just always wants to help out when he can. Okay, so like this essentially ties into my previous headcanon, but I feel like Sean is the therapist friend, cause he, during his childhood, felt like nobody was there for him, and he never wants anybody to experience that, so he's there for everybody else when they need him. This one's kind of depressing, but the other two were also depressing, but I feel like this one's more depressing. Sean uses music as a way to cope with his trauma because he was too poor to afford therapy. Okay, now it is Luke's turn. And I don't even have to look at the post to know the first thing I wrote is that Luke is definitely a mama's boy. And I don't know why, but I feel like he'd probably be baking croissants with his mom when he's not talking to any of the music club members. I don't know why I think that, I just do. It's wholesome, it's cute, and it's adorable. This one might be a little out of the blue, but I feel like when Luke was little, he was given a tambourine. I really don't have much else to say about that. That's basically it. So, moving on to number 3. I could be a little bit biased when it comes to this one, but I feel like Luke is a good guy and he'll treat you with respect until you do something wrong to either him or somebody that he cares about. And you might be confused and you might be wondering why you think I'm biased. I think I'm biased because I used to work on a project called Yandere Luke with my friend Harudori on YouTube, which you should totally check out, by the way. I put a picture of her channel on the screen right now. And fun fact, she's actually the voice actor for Daisy. Speaking of Daisy, let's do Daisy Headcannons. Oh my goodness, that transition was so smooth. You guys should be proud of me. I'm so awesome. Okay, so you'll notice that most of my Daisy headcanons are also Sadie headcanons. And the reason for this is because, I don't know, I just feel like they're connected somehow. Maybe they were close friends in childhood, maybe they're cousins, I don't know. But yeah, so you'll notice that, Sadie and Daisy are, mentioned simultaneously throughout these headcanons. It was confirmed that Daisy takes dance classes, and I'd like to imagine that Sadie plays the cello. And I'm imagining Daisy doing ballet to Sadie's cello playing. When Daisy and Sadie were little, they were probably called yin and yang due to the colors of their hair. Daisy has a medical condition called poliosis. I actually did research on this, and it's a real thing. Poliosis is when your hair lacks pigmentation. It's what makes your hair brunette or blonde, and so as a result, you get white hair. And also, it can give you pale skin and pale eyes. So, yeah. Okay, so all of these are headcanons, and none of these are canon. But, based off what I said earlier about Daisy having poliosis, I feel like to make Daisy feel better, Sadie dyed her hair black because Daisy was self-conscious about her white hair. Alright, so this video is 12 minutes long, and I knew this video was going to be a long video, but I was not expecting it to be as long as it was. I was originally planning on doing one continuous part and not making a part 2, but I have to because this video is far too long. And as you can tell, my editing slowly deteriorated.